Hi, my name is Judy Emmons, and I'm delighted for this opportunity to share with you our experiences with the ProArgi-9 product. A year ago, last November, my husband was diagnosed with cardiovascular disease. He went in for the regular angioplasty thing where they put the stent in, and what they found out was that when they got in there, that his heart was not even in good enough shape to do bypass surgery, so they needed to do one stent. He had 100% blockage in one vein and 85 and 90% blockage in the other veins. And as a result of that, we had never been on any kind of medicines. Tom was a diabetic, but we hadn't done anything other than his diabetic meds. And they put him on several heart meds from that, and he was feeling pretty lousy and looking pretty bad. Well, in May the following year, after being told that he might live a year with this condition or he might live 5 years, there's just no way to tell. We ran into a lady named Jerry Fox who introduced us to the ProArgi-9 product, and we just knew immediately that that was something that we needed to try. And so Tom went on it, and within 2 weeks his color was coming back, the swelling was going down out of his face, he was feeling a lot better. And it was really exciting to see that there was something out there that could possibly reverse this heart disease. Within 2 weeks after starting to take it, he had had diabetic neuropathy, losing the feeling in his legs and feet, and he began to regain the feeling in his legs and feet. So we were really excited about that. 3 months after beginning the product, he was to go back in to do another stress test. And his first stress test, after he'd had his stent put in, he couldn't even do 2 minutes without getting in a lot of pain, and hips hurt and couldn't breathe. So here we are, 3 months after taking the ProArgi-9. He hadn't exercised, he hadn't really lost any weight, he's a truck driver, works lots of hours, and he got on that stress test, and at 6 minutes they stopped him and said, "That's it, we have all the information we need." He was excited because his legs and feet didn't hurt, he could still breathe, and he felt pretty darn good about that. We went back to the cardiologist 2 weeks later for the report. He was pleased with how Tom looked and felt, and said his heart looked in pretty good shape. And so we told him that he was regaining the feeling in his legs and feet from the neuropathy, and that he was just feeling so much better, and that we had been drinking this ProArgi-9. And our cardiologist thought I wanted him to monitor us to go off of his heart meds, and he said, "Well, you'll never get off your heart meds." And so he just told us that what we'd experienced with the neuropathy going away and Tom looking so much better was really kind of all in our head, and so that didn't make us too happy. We were continuing to take the ProArgi-9, and in January of this year, 2010, we made an appointment with Dr. Prendergast to take Tom out for all the tests that Dr. Prendergast performs. And how excited we were to know that Tom has improved so much. The heart disease is reversing. He took him off 4 of his heart meds, and he just told him, he said, "You stick with this protocol and you stay doing the things that you've been doing, and he said, you'll live to be 126, and we'll have you off all of your meds as the time goes on." So you know how exciting that is. We've been married 50 years, and I get to have my sweetheart a whole lot more, and I'm really pleased with that.